Okay, here's another guitar of mine, which is not a self-build, and this one's a Les Paul. Um, where do I start with this one? I've had tons of Les Pauls over the years. Far too many have slipped through my fingers, and I've let go, and I wish I hadn't, but what can you do? I suppose the story with this one is I had a guitar identical to this, previous to this one, and when I went through hard times, I had to sell it because I was in a bit of a predicament, and as things turned out, probably a week or two later, it transpired I really didn't need to sell it, but it was too late, it was gone. So I ended up going out and getting another one pretty much straight away. What I do is I always butcher my Les Pauls because I like them the way I like them, and I'll try and explain what I mean by that. In 1980 or 81, I bought a Gibson Les Paul Heritage, and it was probably the best Les Paul I've ever had. In fact, it was without a doubt. And I gigged that guitar for 10 years solid, and I sold it 10 years later, which is a really silly thing to do because, it was irreplaceable really. But I've got pictures of the guitar and I love the look of it as well. So now when I do have a Les Paul, I kind of base it on that heritage I had. So with this guitar, what I've done with it, and I'll explain as I go on. So first things first, I always take the cap off here, and I always have done. And the reason for that is down to somebody I used to watch playing a Les Paul when I was a kid. And he never used to have one on there. And I'm talking about when I was 15, 16. And that stuck in my mind ever since. He never had one on. He probably lost it or something, but I've never had one on because he never had one on. Anyway, seems a bit silly, but there you go. Pickups. When I bought this guitar, I had a Seymour Duncan pickup there, which actually said Seymour Duncan on the pickup, which looked horrible in my opinion. So I got rid of that. And this pickup here is a DiMarzio 25th anniversary humbucker, which was in when I bought the guitar. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to have a zebra pickup here, a zebra being a black one and a cream one, bobbins. So what I'd done is I bought, because I wanted pickups to match, so I bought another DiMarzio 25th anniversary in a reverse zebra. So instead of the cream being here, the cream's that side. So they're now matching pickups in performance, not colour. And that colour configuration there of the zebra and the black one is what I had in my Gibson in the Heritage. And that was original, the bobbins with that colour underneath the covers in the Heritage. On this guitar as well, I've changed the bridge and I've changed the tailpiece. And I bought these second hand. As you can see, they're well worn, but they were off a very old Les Paul. Two of them. Very lightweight tailgate. Tailgate's on a car, isn't it? Tailpiece. I changed out the knobs. There was speed knobs on here when I got it. I also changed this because this was metal, So I've gone back to the plastic, which is the way they used to be. I think on the front of the guitar, that's about it, I think. Other than the fact that what I do with these is I put them out in the sun, which might sound a bit crazy, but that's what I do. And I cover the fingerboard up. But, you know, in the summertime and things, I'll put these out in the sun and they're out there a full day at a time. Because this guitar was a lot more sunburst when I got it. The red was like a burnt red, like a really bright red. And I take it outside and it actually fades them quite a bit. It's like force fading them, if you like. And I've done it with a few guitars and it doesn't harm the guitar. So here's the head, the neck, straight forward and up to the headstock. So you can see there I've got my name on the truss rod cover. It's just something I've had lying around, and it's been on about 10 different Les Pauls. That. So these are the original clusions. Is that what they call them? I can't even say it properly. I'm not keen on them, if I'm honest. I like Grovers on my Les Paul, but they will do for now. Another thing to mention with this one is I have had a little bit of an accident with this guitar, which I'm just going to try and show you it without bashing the hell out of the guitar itself. So, here we go, hang on, if we go up here, there's your stuff there. So it's built in 2010. So yeah, 14-year-old, as your machine is. I have had a little bit of an accident with this one, and the neck's hasn't been smashed or anything, but it has got a hairline crack in the lacquer. But as far as I'm aware, it's only in the lacquer. It hasn't affected the guitar at all. So that's what you get by putting the guitar outside in the wind, and the wind blew it over, and it luckily I had a cardboard box in front of the guitar and it fell on that, but it could have been a lot worse, but that's my own fault. If the neck did smash, it wouldn't bother me one bit, because, you know, it's happened to so many guitars. You get them glued and they're, generally speaking, they're stronger than ever, so that wouldn't bother me at all. Anyway, one thing I haven't mentioned is what kind of guitar this is. And this is a Les Paul traditional, or it was when I bought it. And I bought a traditional because my last one was a traditional. And the reason is because my Heritage, when I had the Heritage 80 or 81, the neck was like a tree trunk, which is really, really thick. And that's the way I like them. I like a nice thick neck on a Les Paul. I don't like standards. I've had a few standards and the necks are just like, without being sexist, they're for girls, in my opinion. They're just too small, too thin. So I like a nice thick neck to fight with, really, when I'm playing. So the reason I buy a traditional is because a traditional comes with a thick neck. So with this one, same as my last one, was a traditional which comes with the speed knobs, which I don't like. They come with a really weird bridge, you know, quite a wide one, which was horrible. So that's why I changed these out. Obviously, I changed the pickup. Took the end of the toggle off. And I should really put a set of Grovers on this, which I probably will do, because those machine heads are not my favourite. They're not the best. So that's it. So that's my Les Paul, and it's a lovely sounding guitar, lovely guitar to play. In fact, when I bought this one, I bought it, and about a week later I'd done the last gig with my last band, and I took this along and I just played this guitar on its own. through a little Fender Pro Junior, sitting on the floor, no pedals, straight and done the whole show with this guitar. And it was fine, it was spot on, and it's not been played in anger since, really. But there you go, there's my Les Paul.